Welcome back to another episode of 40 Facts About the 40K Universe. I am your host, Gershwan, and you are watching One Mind Syndicate. Today we continue talking about the Dark Angels as we get into the Deathwing Knight. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. We post Warhammer 40K content every single day, and if you have any suggestions, just comment down below. Now, I want to do something a little different today. We're going to start off with a compilation video of all the Deathwing or Space Hulk Deathwing trailers, just to get us pumped up for the lore. You guys seem to like that when we created the Men of Iron video. So with that said, let's get into 40 facts on the Deathwing Knight.
We are the Emperor's finest. Faith is our shield. Hate is our weapon. We shall know. No fear.
Brother Captain, it is time.
We are the Adeptus Astartes.
We are the Angels of Death. Our war is endless. Our crusade is eternal.
This is Grand Master Belial, addressing all warriors of the First Company. A Space Hulk has been deposited here by the uncaring tides of the Immaterium. Our brothers shall assist the Astra Militarum and Imperial Navy in destroying this tendril of the Great Devourer. Let fury guide your weapons. Let vengeance be your song.
Heralds of the coming doom, by cry of raven, we are drawn. This oath of war and vengeance, on blade of exalted iron sworn. With blood-anointed swords aloft, advance we into dread's dark shade. Punishment divine unleashed with hate, a wrathful storm of bolt and blade. Purge with plasma, fist and shell, bring cleansing fire's righteous breath. For the Emperor, Knights of Caliban, the Lion's anointed Angels of Death. No forgiveness, no retreat.
A Deathwing Knight is a member of the elite First Company of the Dark Angels, called the Deathwing. Deathwing Knights are a truly imposing sight, for in them lives on some semblance of the chapter's Primarch, Lionel Johnson. They embody silent strength and a veiled yet still palpable nobility. Only the Masters and Grandmasters of the chapter rank higher than a Deathwing Knight, and all Masters have at some point been Deathwing Knights. This exclusivity comes with the opportunity to become part of the chapter's inner circle, members that hold the knowledge of the chapter's deepest secrets. None but the most fell-handed warriors of the First Company are promoted into the inner circle of the Deathwing, and displaying skill in battle is not enough to receive the honor of knighthood. A warrior must be wholly dedicated to the chapter, and must display an obsessive need to carry on the chapter's secret crusade, to hunt down the remaining fallen. When a member of the Deathwing is deemed worthy of the honor, he is brought into the Chamber of Judgment in the Rock, the Dark Angel's fortress monastery, to face a series of challenges, each which has been individualized to test the candidate's strength, resolve, and loyalty to the chapter, past any breaking point he may possess. Should the Astartes prevail in these tests, the warrior is granted the title of Knight and passes beneath the shadowed arc at the heart of the Chamber of Judgment. The Watchers in the Dark present to him a mace of absolution and a storm shield, both priceless heirlooms from the time of the Great Crusade in the late 30th millennium, with powers beyond even the potency of the Astartes who will bear them. In battle, the Deathwing Knights are used as heavy shock forces. They teleport into the fight with storm shields locked. With incoming fire ricocheting off them, the Knights march forward to assault the greatest threat with impunity, first slamming into the foe with their storm shields, before laying into them with a power mace and flails. In the presence of a heretic, the Knights of the Deathwing power up their ancient weapons to deliver a killing blow of earth-shattering force. The most skilled and veteran of the Deathwing Knights are known as Knight Masters. They wield an even more potent ancient power weapon, known as a Flail of the Unforgiven. And those were 40 facts on the Deathwing Knight. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to share it with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, or Reddit, whatever social media you guys use. The Deathwing Knight lore is pretty short. It's kind of surprising because we have a whole game on it. The Space Hulk Deathwing, and I feel like the Dark Angels were touched on a lot on various video games and various stories within the Warhammer 40K lore. But I mean, in reality, they're just Terminators from the First Company. Like, all Space Marine First Companies have Terminators. The only thing that makes these guys special is that they have a motive of, like, destroying the Fallen, or destroying the people who turned traitor, or this chapter that turned traitor and went to chaos, of course. But yeah, not too much to say. Now, I haven't played the actual Space Hulk Deathwing game. The Sound Alchemist has, I believe, and he didn't have too kind of words for it. Neither did you guys, according to a couple of reviews that I saw. I might play it during this Thanksgiving holiday, just because that's usually what people do, right? While your family is cooking, you're playing video games. Hopefully I get a 40K game in on Friday, on Black Friday, but we'll see. And before I leave you guys, I wanted to ask you something. There is going to be a poll that comes up on the screen. YouTube gave us that ability to create just basically questions that you guys can give us feedback on right on the actual screen itself. So I wanted to try out that mechanic. But basically, what I wanted to ask you guys is what Primarch would most likely come back? Now, we know that the Lionel Johnson is alive. He's basically in the same scenario that Gilliman was in. He's just kind of sleeping. Sanguinius is rumored to be A-OK and somewhere on Baal. I think that's the fortress monastery or the planet that they live on. And then, of course, Lemanrus is also there. He's out in the war fighting, but his whole thing is that he will come back during the end times or the wolf times. But out of the next loyalist Primarchs, I feel that the Lion, Sanguinius, and Lemanrus are the ones that are most likely to come back, just because they have a codex. Each chapter has a special codex, special rules for their own army. So it would just make more sense if they brought back Sanguinius or or one of those guys. Two reasons I wanted to create this poll. Well, number one, I want to get your feedback so that I can create a what-if scenario. So what if Lehman Russ came back? What if Sanguinius came back? Something like that. I know, I think it's either Chapter Master Valric or Kiroth created a video like this for each individual Primarch if they came back, what it would look like. But I wanted to try it out with the of course top rated or top voted Primarch of the three that I just mentioned. So a little poll is going to come up on the right hand side of the screen if you can just participate. And then we will see, and I'll try to create a video for that. And then the other reason, too, this kind of gives us insight as to what you guys are playing. Because, of course, if you play Blood Angels, you're going to want Sanguinius to come back. If you play Dark Angels, you want the Lion to come back. And I'm pretty sure that GW is taking a look at that, and they are doing their own little research and trying to find out who has the best sales in terms of Space Marine chapters. Obviously, the Ultramarines would have been number one because they're the ones that got pushed by GW. But after that, I wonder if what the next most popular chapter would be. I want to, based on what I see from the Warhammer community, it might be Blood Angels, so Sanguinius. But Lehman Russ and the Space Wolves are pretty popular. I know we have a Space Wolf player in our group, and it seems like Space Wolves are always on the battlefield when I go into a GW. So maybe that's the case. But either way, I would love if you guys participated. If you already did, thank you. And then I want to leave you off with a compilation of all the different Space Hulk Deathwing trailers that we could find. Just because even though the game might not be the best, the trailers were still pretty badass. So enjoy, guys. Enjoy your Thanksgiving, which should be today. If I had to say what I'm thankful for, it's definitely you guys. I don't mean that in a corny way. Because of you guys watching, because of you guys liking, commenting, and all that good stuff, we are able to continue to do these things. So thank you. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. This was Gershwin with One Mind Syndicate, signing out.
Always used to put my freedom first in any situation.